Bonsoir à tous. Aujourd'hui, ce soir, on est sur The Invincible. Je vais alterner entre différents jeux, comme ça fait un programme et ça va l'étaler un peu dans le temps. Et comme en décembre, il n'y a pas beaucoup de jeux qui sont sortis, ce sera quand même pas mal. Donc là, il s'agit d'un jeu narratif à la première personne, adapté d'un roman de science-fiction des années 60, et qui est dans la veine d'un Firewatch. Ça tient un peu du thriller, on va donc voir comment ça va se passer, et nouvelle partie. On va prendre la deuxième. Le Dragonfly, une petite unité de recherche du Commonwealth interplanétaire avec un équipage de 6 membres, parcourt des régions éloignées de l'espace. Après avoir visité plusieurs mondes et exploré de nombreuses planètes, la mission d'exploration touche à sa fin. Cependant, sur le chemin du retour, il reste une tâche à accomplir pour l'équipage. Malgré les risques, l'astrogator Novik s'est lancé dans l'extraction d'un minéral rare et cher. Une jambe cassée et une immense douleur plus tard, Novik obtient le minéral. Cependant, l'accident de l'astrogator n'empêche pas l'équipage de fêter la fin du cycle de recherche. Un moment de franc succès idéal pour tisser des liens profonds. Satisfaits, les membres mettent le cap pour rentrer chez eux et vont se reposer dans les chambres d'hibernation.
Where am I? My head. Married? Anybody?
Au secours, vous êtes là, Marit, Yasna. À la base, j'aimerais signaler un problème.
Base, this is Dr. Yasna. I need backup. Base, come in. I have I'm showing disturbing symptoms. A brain fog, severe pain in the frontal lobe. Confusion. At first glance, there were no serious injuries. And yet, I'm quite concerned. I don't even know how I got here. Where here is. Backup needed, I repeat. Do you hear me?
Alors donc, c'est le sac. J'ai l'impression que le son du jeu n'est pas très fort.
Bollocks!
Vous êtes là, je ne vous entends pas.
I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission? Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember... Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. We took 2 landers to the surface. I don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke.
Je vais aller voir dans les options parce que ça me semble vachement bas. Son. Ouais, non, c'est bien comme ça.
The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right. I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near.
Oui, alors, faites-moi signe, je suis en route.
I can't just wait here. I just need to get a sense of my surroundings. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this. I'm looking for something that resembles a dog.
Alors, hop, là-bas.
Bingo! I found the dog! We have the first one. I need one more.
On va prendre le crocodile.
Hey, crocodile. Where are you?
Ça m'a l'air d'être lui.
That has an interesting shape. Of a crocodile indeed. I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road.
Et voilà, maintenant on s'est positionné sur la carte. On va s'en aller. Crocodile, donc là c'est l'aiguille, le chien. Moi j'ai l'impression d'être penché. Ça va pas le faire si on est tout le jeu comme ça. À 45 degrés.
I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
C'est là-bas. Salut petite futée, comment ça va?
Getting warmer. Got you. I found it. Look for me on your trackers.
Ça l'est. Alors moi ça va très bien. Donc là en fait le jeu c'est The Invincible. C'est un jeu narratif un peu à la Firewatch si tu as déjà joué. Et qui est adapté d'un roman de science-fiction des années 60. Tac.
There's water on this desert planet.
Un roman qui s'appelle The Invincible. Comme le nom du jeu. Sauf que là en fait ils ont fait plusieurs embranchements contrairement au roman, donc il y a des petites libertés qui sont prises.
Or another liquid. liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to form. It won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
How's it going? Have you checked on Yasna?
I was about to. Already awake. Good.
Donc là, j'ai un temps pour faire quelque chose.
I've been conscious for a while. It's fine. I can go.
Not too fast, otherwise we'll be picking you up off the floor. Now, try to get up slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Ah là, j'ai pas le choix.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet.
Come on.
Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it and remember.
Donc on a eu notre premier flashback. Pour le petit background, en fait on vient juste de se réveiller, j'ai démarré il y a pas longtemps et on était plus ou moins amnésique, donc on s'est retrouvé tout seul sur cette planète relativement désertique.
Okay. Moving on.
Là-bas il y a l'air d'avoir un chemin.
I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you?
J'aime beaucoup le design en fait, ils ont, comme c'est un roman des années 60, ils ont gardé un peu tel qu'on imaginait la science-fiction à l'époque pour faire la direction artistique. Par exemple le Tracer,
No time to lose.
avec des petites loupiottes, ça se vendait comme des petits pains. Oui c'est ça, c'est exactement ça, un petit côté rétro-futur. Oui, le jeu est très très joli. Pour le moment c'est un peu désertique, mais quand tu vas voir bientôt les décors au fond, il y a vraiment eu un travail énorme. Et encore quand tu auras les planètes dans le ciel, là ça va dépoter. Ça va claquer la rétine.
This area is volcanically active. Ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren.
On va prendre de la hauteur. T'inquiète pas, c'est pas claquer la rétine qui rend aveugle.
On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them.
Oula, les petits frises.
Time to go. Oh, bright sun. The night in for my leg. We're not inviting. Too heavy. And I can already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. I can't get down this way. I could attach a rope though. But, for some reason, I don't have one with me.
Bien le bonsoir, Captain Panette. Fais comme tu le sens, il n'y a aucune obligation de rester naturellement.
Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat.
Donc là j'ai le choix entre un saut dans le vide ou une glissade.
Oh well. If it catches me, so be it. This suit will hold.
Et bah allons-y. Ah, il y a un petit dialogue. Je vais chercher un autre moyen de descendre, je vais tenter ma chance.
All right. I want to see you as soon as possible. I'll take your chance.
Ah, franchement, il est magnifique et il est plutôt cool. En plus, comme c'est adapté d'un roman, niveau scénario, c'est déjà pas mal étoffé.
Oh, phew. Oh, that was less than ideal. But I'm okay. The suit's fine too.
Et comme on l'a déjà dit avec Petite Futée, il y a un côté rétro-futuriste. Par exemple, là, tu vois mon traceur pour localiser les choses. C'est plein de petites diodes. Ah, je me suis bien râpé les fesses. Mais heureusement, la combinaison a tenu le choc. Elle est résistante. Là, je sais pas du tout où je dois me diriger.
What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But... I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
Ah oui, on a bien marché. Je devais être par ici tout à l'heure. Et pouf, on s'est téléporté là. Je dois retourner au Dragonfly. Venez me chercher.
Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself.
va essayer de se diriger vers le camp. C'est le moment d'escalader. Et qu'est-ce qui te fait dire qu'elles sont louches?
Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary. Down you go. Night is not that scary. I remember you. Régis' third satellite.
Bien vu, bien vu.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution
Ah, désolé, mais j'ai vu un truc. C'est que le chat, il s'affiche au-dessus des dialogues.
occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Married, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun has seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Régis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Régis 3, if any.
Vous m'avez tué là avec les dialogues. Enfin, avec ce que vous dites ici.
Ordered to stay. What the hell am I doing here?
Je me tais parce que j'aime pas trop parler par-dessus les jeux. Enfin, surtout comme là c'est de l'histoire que vous lire les sous-titres. Mais en gros, Kevin Costner dans Man of Steel, il se fait emporter par une tornade. De mémoire, c'est quelque chose comme ça.
Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field.
Et il trouve quand même le moyen de faire un geste rassurant envers son fils. Genre en mode, je me fais embarquer par la tornade, elle vient droit sur moi, mais t'inquiète pas, ça va aller.
Is anyone out there? Androbot. Androbot, guide me to the nearest crew member. Androbot, guide 2 people. Androbot, locate human. Damn! I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown.
C'est possible, il avait dû lire le roman.
Hello? Anyone here? Koval? Do you hear me? Oh, Dr. Krauter. Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor. Is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me.
Oui, en effet, il est pas très...
Dr. Krauter. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now.
Voilà, comme elle l'a dit, il est en mauvais état.
Hello, anyone there? I repeat, Krauter is in a serious condition. Temperature normal. pulse too. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor?
Profonde stupeur, je ne peux vous dire que ce qu'on peut
Do you have any
éliminer.
idea what's wrong with him?
Peut-être une intoxication au jazz.
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. And there's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander.
Que faire
We need to get
maintenant?
you all on board.
Il doit être évacué.
Everyone, not just Dr. Krauter.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Ça nous en fait du travail. L'analyse initiale de l'échantillon révèle la présence de nickel, fer, manganèse, beryllium et titane dans sa composition. Je donnerais cher pour comprendre ce dont il s'agit vraiment. J'ai une théorie, une météorite géante composée de nickel et de fer s'est écrasée sur Régis 3, oui c'est le nom de la planète. Et c'est pas con. Faisant ainsi fondre sa surface il y a des millions d'années, non impossible, la forme des structures indique que ça n'est pas possible.
It's not a mission log, but it will do. Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 360. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Okay. Checked. I'm leaving the tent.
All right. Now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Alors, Fallout, j'ai joué qu'au 3 et c'était au moment de sa sortie. Donc, j'ai des souvenirs assez vagues. Mais je crois que les premiers étaient assez inspirés futuristes, rétro, quelque chose comme ça, ouais.
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna? What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
Les autres ont plus besoin de moi que de moi, oui. Je ne laisserai pas Crota seul comme ça.
If the androbot isn't working properly, I can't just leave Krauter like this. He might hurt himself.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
Et le relais du camp.
I've got bad news. Our signal is far too weak to restart the androbot.
A relay malfunction?
Not exactly. It's completely fried. I don't think a sandstorm could cause such damage.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please search for it.
No luck. They're not in here.
On va refermer, comme ça s'il y a une autre tempête, ça embarquera pas les choses.
I have the extra relay.
Excellent. The signal should be back as soon as it's turned on.
Un endroit par ici pour le poser ou pas? Ah. Non, elle l'a rangé. Ah, c'est ici.
Very good. I'm connected. What happened here?
Is it gonna work?
We'll see. I rebooted the systems. That should help. Good, good. It's receiving instructions.
Ugh. I don't know if the androbot should already be doing something.
Is it still frozen?
Yes, unfortunately.
The positronic brain has correct readings. Receptors.
It worked. He moved.
Finally. Artie should be walking now. Does he? His positional data hasn't changed.
Well, you can see that he really wants to go, but still can't. Please check his legs.
Could be the servo motor. Ah, that's it. Got you, you tin bastard. Thank you, Doctor. I won't hold you any longer. Go find the others while I finish here. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Alors, la carte. Donc, a priori, on a quelque chose corsti par ici. Et un site d'excavation là-bas. Ah oui, quelqu'un est passé par ici.
Finally, it works. Quota, 5 meters. Careful.
Allez, hop, hop, hop. L'image est bonne quand même, parce que sur ces genres de jeux assez
Family
détaillés,
area
c'est...
marked by Dr. Krauter. There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground, a large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters?
Super, merci, parce que sur des jeux à la première personne aussi beaux, aussi détaillés,
Air accessibility is paramount.
avec le bitrate qu'on peut faire
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send hopper, sir.
sur Twitch, c'est assez limité, donc à chaque fois je crains que ça soit un peu dégueulasse. Et si c'est nickel, tant mieux.
Damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right.
Alors, télémètre.
Anything interesting?
Là, je peux pas avancer. Non, mais si au moins pour vous c'est beau, c'est déjà suffisant. Après, moi non plus, je sais pas trop à quel point je verrai ça plus tard après le stream. Mais à chaque fois, sur des jeux détaillés, comme le bitrate est assez bas sur Twitch, j'ai toujours une petite crainte.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but it...
Got someone. I'm following the signal. It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
On lui a coupé la chic en avançant trop vite.
The signal's coming from a cast of backpack.
That's concerning.
Getting close. I still don't see anyone though. Merritt! I see her!
What's her con-
Merritt! Merritt! Wake up! Merritt! Wake up! Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No
Base
vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Nothing. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Merritt. I beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough!
Merritt. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Cover's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Bon bah ça c'est dommage.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor, alive. I'm sure about that.
Il y a des choses en dessous.
That noise. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Is anyone there?
What's going on? Doctor?
Checking. It's a drill. So damn loud.
Look here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allows. It will take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astragator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis show similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Oh, furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I've confirmed my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
What are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Novik. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
Oh, don't make me guess that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
Il est long ce dialogue.
Carefully, Connell.
Regis, we're losing reception. Carvel, can you hear us? Over. Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
I can board the second lander and fly to the surface.
Yes, no, I can't let you go alone. My leg...
À chaque fois vous me fumez. Oui, c'est sûr que si on veut pas de dialogue, il faut pas jouer à un jeu narratif.
Yeah, are you there?
I am. And unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it, didn't even turn it off.
That is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
Alors, est-ce que c'est par ici?
Someone's here.
J'espère qu'on le trouvera en meilleure santé que Marit.
Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's... Koval? Don't do this to me. No. Ah! You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval? His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
Meilleur état que le deuxième, mais en effet, pas forcément que le premier.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while. Huh.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski.
For All Mankind et Scavenger Rain animation, c'est bien cool. Merci pour le partage.
Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
On a toutes les étapes.
Got him.
The Androbot with Krauter is also on its way to the site. He'll need shortly.
The lander's already descending.
Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai l'impression qu'il va s'écraser? Koval, regarde, tu vas rentrer à la maison.
Koval, look over there. He'll be on Dragonfly in a moment. Safe and sound. Well, safe.
Did he react?
Not at all.
J'essaie de le rester en tout cas. Le mec il est mal en point, ça peut peut-être lui apporter une petite lueur d'espoir.
What could have led to all this? Krauter? Our dear Marit? Now Koval? An unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest, for some reason.
J'ai l'impression que c'est une sorte d'anomalie, quelqu'un se cache derrière tout ça, on a juste manqué de prudence.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake.
Oh, il était dans la navette ou c'est celui du camp?
See you up there.
Ah, c'est lui en fait, il a ramené notre
Only
collègue.
Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
I know time's running out. Still, I should go back for Marit. We need to find out what killed her. How did she die? For everyone's sake.
Hadn't considered that. You want to carry her to the lander?
Yes. I need to understand.
Et même pour sa famille ou quoi ou qu'est-ce, c'est quand même plus sympa. Bon après, si elle est morte d'infection, c'est peut-être pas le meilleur move. Vu sous cet angle, on va les prendre les risques. Un endroit par lequel je pourrais descendre sans sauter.
Yes, sir. Come in. How are you feeling?
How do you think, sir? I'm managing. Somehow.
Forgive me, but I need to know if you're ready to continue your mission.
Je n'ai pas le choix, c'est juste difficile de se dire ne vous inquiétez pas pour moi.
I don't think we have much choice in the matter. There's only one way forward.
I've served with Dr. Marit for over 2 decades. She was made of sterner stuff. The sternest. Many of us relied on her. I did.
Did you know that headquarters offered her a promotion? She would have been the first female astrogator in the history of the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
Doesn't matter anymore, really.
Not entirely. Marit will be awarded posthumously.
Donnerait de l'ambition à d'autres femmes, ce n'est pas le moment de parler de ça, comme je l'ai dit, ça n'a plus d'importance.
I'm taking you at your word, astrogator. This could pave the way for others. And that's what she would have cared about the most.
No doubt about it.
Non, en gros, c'est un terme pour dire navigateur, mais un peu plus rétro-futuriste. Novik l'astrogator.
Please take good care of her.
Of course. Dr. Gorski's next. Let's hope he got out of danger in time.
It would be good to know what kind of danger we're talking about.
C'est par ici.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How How did he come down? I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what.
You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
La boîte noire des drones, c'est des diapositives.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Ouais, c'est vraiment cool qu'ils aient pas essayé de moderniser les apparences et qu'ils aient gardé le côté vraiment années 60.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal.
Ouais. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire de tout ça maintenant? S'il n'y a pas quelque chose que j'ai loupé sur une diapo.
It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
Repérer les endroits, tu penses, c'est-à-dire? Au début, on pouvait, sur la carte, il y avait plusieurs repères d'indiqués, et avec les jumelles, on pouvait les repérer et les noter pour trouver sa position sur la carte. Mais c'est pas une mécanique qui revient.
Now I can give commands to the probe. And what do you see?
Alors, les diapos, en fait, comme c'est un jeu narratif, ça fait avancer l'histoire plus qu'autre chose, je trouve. Mais c'est pas vraiment un jeu d'enquête avec des mécaniques de détective. Ça fonctionne, elle a l'air encore mal en point.
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Super, j'imagine que j'ai pas le choix.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Bi, Bol-I, Luna. Bol-I pour Wally, ça m'intéresse, mais Luna, c'est vrai que parce qu'il gravite autour de moi, ça peut être intéressant.
Please enter Ball E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation.
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on. Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
Bon, de rien, Capitaine. Alors après, donc...
We followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure.
Énorme exposition verticale, donc il faut que j'aille juste là. Et je me suis pas gouré.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason, even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm going to apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right, how about that point? What does it look like?
The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle running along the bottom
Réservoir d'eau, structure souterraine.
of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate.
Il y a des choses là. Donc ouais, j'ai bien trouvé les bons cheminements. Ouais, t'inquiète pas, je te suis, pas la peine de surveiller.
There's the water.
And the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
The battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Alors, point suivant.
The fourth point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Et tu vois, par exemple, tout à l'heure, quand j'ai trouvé le journal, on a noté les trucs, mais c'est parce que le jeu nous y a autorisé. S'il y a des indices, mais qui sont pas à un moment, on va dire, d'enquête, on pourra pas les noter dans le journal. Tout se fait relativement automatiquement, c'est vraiment du narratif.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. And it's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. I think we have the fourth point.
On a de la lave en fusion. J'irai pas me baigner. Tout à l'heure, je parlais de repères avec les jumelles. C'est un peu ça, par exemple. Là, il y avait un point dont je peux... À tout moment, je peux les sortir, il me semble. Mais il y a des moments où c'est vraiment intéressant.
I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag. Definitely uphill.
Je vais probablement bientôt rattraper Gorski. Je ne suis pas prêt de le trouver. Et si je ne le trouvais pas, on va essayer d'être optimiste.
Catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb.
Bonne nuit. Et merci d'être passé. Tac.
Hi, Bully.
On va la suivre, la sonde. Ah, tu veux aller par là? Sur la carte, je dirais plutôt par ici.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
Bon, au moins, ils sont hors de danger.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir.
Salut à Nundril.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters.
Eh bien, ça va très bien. Et toi?
Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Tac. Ah, encore des jumelles.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
J'ai l'impression qu'il faut que j'arrive à trouver le chemin pour aller là-bas. Merci beaucoup pour les compliments. Et puis, j'ai la meilleure voix qui soit. Non, plus sérieusement, je la trouve un poil trop nasale. Parce que j'ai toujours eu des problèmes au niveau ORL. Mais sinon, ouais. J'ai réussi à faire un réglage pas trop dégueulasse pour avoir un son correct.
It's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Je plaisantais, c'est une question de temps. Plaisantais. Et là, il y a du temps, mais si je fais rien, je réagis pas.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just tools in the hand of man, often faulty.
On est sur du Firewatch, donc quelque chose de très narratif. Presque, on fait que marcher et il y a des interactions à certains moments pour le bien de l'histoire. Quand je dis du Firewatch parce que c'est une référence du genre, mais après si tu n'y as pas joué, ça va pas forcément t'aider, effectivement.
Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Pas encore. Donc là, ça va lancer une discussion. Mon poste n'est pas menacé. Ah, c'est sûr que si tu veux un truc calme pour manger, là, tu vas rien louper. T'as juste à profiter du spectacle. C'est pratiquement cinéma.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Les capacités de l'humanité augmenteront, les machines obtiendront des droits, les robots créeront d'autres robots.
It will be fine at first. We'll feel more powerful than ever. And they, by becoming more human-like, will blend into our society. The boundaries will disappear. They will be granted their rights and given a voice. They will live on par with humans.
You know what, Doctor? That sounds like some blasted science fiction. One in which I definitely don't want to live.
Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, then he must be a long way from here.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere?
Les décors sont magnifiques. Ça, c'est... On l'a déjà plus ou moins dit tout à l'heure, mais... à chaque fois, moi, ça m'a bluffé. Quand j'avais testé le jeu la première fois.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock.
Et encore là, au début, c'est assez désertique. Quand j'avais testé, j'étais allé plus loin que ça et il y avait pas mal de décors un peu plus différents. C'était super. Oui, c'est ça. Il y a vraiment un jeu entre le décor et la lumière, ce qui rend les choses magnifiques. C'est vraiment le combo des deux.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Ah, il y a des petits frises. Oui, il y a des petits frises régulièrement. J'en avais quand je testais le jeu tout seul. Mais avec l'enregistrement et le stream, je pense que ça rajoute un peu de charge.
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. A record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
Ah, voilà.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Il ne pourrait pas revenir même s'il le voulait. Nous n'avons plus qu'un vaisseau d'atterrissage.
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
On ne devrait pas être ici, tout ira bien.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Et donc pour résumer, c'est adapté d'un roman de science-fiction des années 60. On est atterri sur une planète, on s'est réveillé à la base tout seul et on a déjà évacué plusieurs de nos collègues. Laisse-moi en douter, j'espère.
It better be that way. We have the right to come home at last.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with such a law. But there is one thing I can refer to when we find ourselves in a difficult situation. If the continuation of the mission endangers the lives of the crew, the provisions of the imprimis homini law apply. First and foremost, the safety of people is what matters.
J'espère qu'on ne devra pas en arriver là.
It's good to know we have this right, but I wish we didn't have to use it.
Je vais m'amuser un petit peu. Il y a un mode photo. Ah oui, attends, c'est quoi ce bordel? C'est pas les bonnes touches. Bon, je vais pas m'amuser de trop, mais retour au jeu.
You're right, Cobble. It's beautiful here. They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Quelqu'un fumait, quelqu'un s'y sentait comme chez lui.
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Régis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Laissez-moi en douter, je pense que ces deux paramètres sont tout aussi importants l'un que l'autre. Oui, je suis totalement d'accord.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves. Whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes. This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation. I can't argue with that.
Plutôt par ici donc. On retrouve la végétation.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on.
Ah bah nous revoilà dans le tunnel. Alors je sais que des fois Stanislas est traduit par Stanislas. Donc peut-être que tu l'as entendu sous l'autre nom.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
L'impression d'être arrivé trop tard. Ont-ils réagi de quelque manière que ce soit?
How about their reactions? Have they regained consciousness? I mean, Maybe one of them said something.
Unfortunately, they're still unresponsive. I'll let you know if anything changes. I'm doing an EEG on them right now.
Solaris, y a pas eu des films adaptés? Ou est-ce que les films qui s'appellent Solaris c'est complètement différent? D'accord, donc ça vient de lui, d'accord.
Guess I know where Gorska was going.
Il va falloir que je descende, moi. Ah bah tiens.
I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into our brain?
Donc ouais, c'est bien les films que j'avais en tête. On devrait laisser son cerveau tranquille, on devrait utiliser le nécrolecteur pour extraire ses souvenirs. Donc soit on essaie d'être humain et on le laisse, soit on essaie d'obtenir des connaissances sur ce qui se passe.
The more we know.
Ça a dû faire mal.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
No good. I can't reach anything.
Any other ideas?
Là, je vois pas avec quoi je peux interagir. Et on propose pas de dialogue.
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
Ah bah c'était là en fait. Je pense pas vraiment.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
Et lui, pendant ce temps-là, il me prend en photo. Et donc, on ne meurt qu'une fois, non? Je vais pas rester pendu ici pour toujours, vous avez une meilleure idée?
Alright, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
Bonsoir bouquin, bienvenue sur le stream. Aujourd'hui, on fait de la hard science-fiction avec un jeu vidéo inspiré d'un roman, enfin plutôt adapté. Essayons.
Alright, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 mètres en avant, 1 mètre en avant, 3 mètres en avant.
1 meter forward. I can't reach it. bit closer, please.
Là, ça devrait être mieux.
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
La sonde nous a bien aidés.
We had our last contact with Régis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground. Should be looking for a way back by now.
Il s'est peut-être perdu dans ce... Pardon. Dans ce fourré, je pense qu'il a découvert quelque chose d'important.
I think he might have gotten lost in these structures. They're like a maze.
He shouldn't have if he was setting up flags. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Left or right?
C'était par ici. Merci beaucoup.
All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours.
Ray de Star Wars? Ah non, moi je m'appelle Dr. Yasna.
These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow.
Alors, merci d'être passé, Captain Panette. Si le jeu t'intéresse et que t'as envie de le faire, je te recommanderais de pas trop te spoiler, mais au moins là déjà t'as pu voir un peu la base. Si jamais je le refais, pas besoin de revenir. Après, si t'as pas envie de le faire toi-même, tu seras quand même le bienvenu, y a pas de souci. Voilà, si vraiment t'as envie de le découvrir, comme c'est très narratif, bah, si t'as déjà tout vu ici, t'auras pas forcément grand chose à faire chez toi. Même s'il y a quand même des embranchements, des petites variations.
By itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right.
Et aussi, c'est un thriller et pas un jeu d'horreur parce qu'il y a des petits passages qui peuvent y faire penser si tu regardes les trailers ou ce genre de choses. Mais voilà, maintenant t'as l'aperçu complet.
Ah, I see the probe.
A-t-elle trouvé quelque chose d'intéressant? Elle va bien.
Is everything all right with it?
Not quite. The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters, you're fine.
It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead living forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski. I'm just going to play it.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Come in.
No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
Bugger. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that...
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken.
On dirait que c'est volontaire, ça a peut-être été causé par la tempête. Pour moi, c'est une coïncidence.
Such damage could be caused by a local meteorological phenomenon. A severe thunderstorm with litho and electrometeors.
So, the weather is to blame for all of it?
Well, I can't think of a better explanation at the moment.
Maybe let's go back to the recording.
A thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. Altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Ça m'inquiète aussi.
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find it, Doctor. Well, let's hear what else he discovered.
No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Not a trace of electric current.
I found something. Again.
That was...
Il y en a d'autres, ça aurait pu endommager la combinaison lorsqu'il a perdu la tête.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Ah, il y a un signal.
There's still a little more.
Once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of...
Ouch!
Yes, now what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Finally! I have his position.
A visual?
Not yet. Gorski. Are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Almost there. Oh, there he is. Got him. He's not moving. Gorski, look at me. His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Il risque l'hypoxie, il a l'air inconscient, il est coincé.
No reaction. By my count, it's that stupor again.
Just like the others.
Gorski, come on.
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
Je dois d'abord le mettre sous oxygène. D'accord, je m'y mets. Normalement, ils ont dit qu'on pouvait respirer pendant quelques temps l'atmosphère. Je vais miser dessus.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
Je vais lui donner le mien. Je préférais ne pas lui donner le mien.
You'll hook him up in the lander.
Ah bah, j'ai... Est-ce que ça m'a branché ou est-ce que c'est...
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say?
Parce que j'ai alterné entre les deux en réfléchissant et puis au final j'ai pas choisi. Bien Gorski, donnez votre oxygène. Je suis navré, ne pas le donner. Allez, on va être gentil.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
C'était rien d'important, j'ai donné mon oxygène.
It's nothing, Astrogator. Some static on the line.
Allez, on va suivre la sonde.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start this. There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. Now, mark the place for the lander, and we're home, Doctor.
I'm on it.
What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking.
Doctor!
No! No!
Eh bien, je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là pour ce soir. Ça fait à peu près 2 heures que je stream, enfin presque. Puis ça me semble être un bon cliffhanger. On va retourner au menu principal. Il y a eu un point de sauvegarde juste là. Ouais, franchement, le jeu est plutôt cool. Après, faut aimer le genre très narratif. Mais pour ceux qui ont aimé Firewatch, je sais que j'arrête pas d'en parler, mais c'est le meilleur comparatif qu'on ait et c'est le plus connu dans le genre. Et il est vraiment très beau, l'histoire est bien racontée. Encore une fois, comme il y a la base d'un roman qui était déjà... alors je connais pas l'auteur, mais... voilà, s'il est futurologue et qu'il est connu, qu'il y a eu d'autres de ses livres... pardon. Qui ont été adaptés au cinéma, c'est que quand même... ça a l'air d'être un auteur assez solide. La mort peut être une conséquence... alors de ce que j'ai pu voir dans le jeu, il n'y a pas trop de risques. Le jeu, comme je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, est plutôt un thriller que de l'horreur. Mais ça reste voilà une histoire, une fiction interactive, donc il n'y a pas trop d'enjeux en termes de mort. En tout cas, j'ai pas eu cette impression-là. Il y a des variantes en fonction des dialogues qu'on peut faire. Par exemple, là j'avais le choix entre ne pas lui donner l'oxygène ou lui donner le mien. Et plus tard, et juste après en fait, j'ai eu le choix de dire à l'astronautaire que j'avais donné l'oxygène ou lui dire non, j'ai rien fait. Quand j'avais testé, je lui avais dit que j'avais donné l'oxygène et il m'avait tenu la jambe en me disant que c'était pas la bonne chose à faire, qu'il fallait que je me sécurise moi-même d'abord avant de pouvoir aider les autres, quelque chose comme ça. Et normalement à la fin, il y en a 3 des fins. Voilà, donc j'espère que vous aurez passé une bonne soirée en ma compagnie. On va lancer un petit raid.